Tobey Maguire, one of my favorite actors of all time, the OG Spider-Man, right? Why am I talking about Tobey Maguire? Now, 2002, I think, when that first Spider-Man movie came out, give or take, right? So he was cast as Spider-Man, right? And the first, quarter of the movie, it's just like a skinny, nerdy-looking high school student, right? Then, of course, there's a famous scene. He gets bit by the radioactive spider in the lab, and literally the next scene, he wakes up, and he's jacked. Now, keep in mind, this is 2002. This is before AI. This is before, effects were kind of what they are. Maybe they did, a little makeup or whatever, but, that's all him. So, and keep in mind, they need to keep to a strict filming schedule, so he needed to beef up quick, right? So, he needed to change his habits, change his routine, change his lifestyle, change his diet now, Tobey, you're Spider-Man, be him. You can't just learn the lines, you can't just learn the information, you can't just read the comic books, you can't just know about Spider-Man, you need to be him. And what does that include? Getting into it, allowing your emotional nature to be part of the team. Now, he does Spider-Man, one of the biggest movies ever, right? What's one of the next movies Tobey Maguire does? It was a movie called Seabiscuit, where he plays like a young jockey, right? He was a horse rider. Now, jockeys are, most of the time, very short, very skinny. So all that Spider-Man muscle, he needed to take off all over again. So again, he just went like this. So he once again, in order to play a new character, in order to seep into a new identity, he needed to change his lifestyle. He needed to change his approach to life. He needed to not just think like a new person, not just learn a bunch of lines and just play pretend. He needed to become a new version of himself. In order to play that character, in order to seep into that identity from an authentic place. And the next movie he does after Seabiscuit, Spider-Man 2. Gets all the muscle back on again. You see the pattern here. You can't just learn the information. You can't just learn the lines and just play pretend and hope for the best. You need to change your mindset. You got to change your approach to life. What are your new standards that you need to adhere to in order to live out this new identity from an authentic place? Again, this is why I'm saying 100 times on this call, you're not just a human thinking. You're not just a human doing, you are a human what? Being. You gotta be your own Spider-Man. You gotta be your own identity. That reboot definition, that's your Spider-Man. Whatever that is, what is the lifestyle, not just the type of thinking, although that's a part of it, but what is the lifestyle that it is going to take to bring that version of you into fruition. So I hope that kind of illustrates it in a way you might not have heard it before, but I appreciate you all listening.